Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Continuing the main quest here in Camp Drybo. Continuing where we were working with the previous time we were here. Looking into the situation. Joining up, helping out with the flame guys here. This guy is still failing to pick up this box. That's not what we're currently doing. I can carry it, they say. Bah. Indeed. Hello, Flame Sergeant. Ah, you're Arctic Sin of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. I do try. Let me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. Lizardmen aren't aware of their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of our mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. So they're not exactly a secret group, just slightly secretive. They exist. People are aware. Although he's like up in the whole flame guys hierarchy here, so perhaps it's on more of a need-to-know basis here. We'll continue to see how our actions with the Scions interact with other groups and such. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Almoja plot if this mission succeeds, Arctic. Let's make sure it does. The Invisible City. Sounds secretive. Interesting. The Invisible City. Alright, right there. Right to the north, essentially. I can work with that. Let's just go in there. Okay. Let's see if the Invisible City is actually a city, and if it's actually invisible. I would hold my breath on either of those facts. We'll find out. This is the Sunway Church. Invisible City is these ruins here with all the imps in it. Vandalous imps. Sneaking on past. Everything's fine. There's a rotting corpse over there. There's chilling. Let's hide in here. Level sync to level 24. That's fine. Okay. There's something best. Is the bait in place? A man is in position, sir. Huh. Good. Make our move as soon as the Almoja appear. Yes, sir. They're big guys. My goodness. Here we go. Ah! What's the meaning of this? Oh my goodness. Wait, something's amiss. They got more guys. Oh, they got a lot more guys. Maybe we couldn't trust him. Oh my goodness. Traitor's flame soldier too. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid your ambush ends here. I lure the immortal flames clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? Oh boy. It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Every movement was known to me ahead of time. Oh boy. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Okay. We are surrounded. Perfect. We can fire in every direction. Lay my hands on you. There's Archer in the back. Looks like I got all the extra guys here. The range over there. I can't. Nothing much. Alright. Oh, you'll last, I wonder. Where'd I go? Oh, I got more guys. Yeah, this Halberdier. We're just going to blast away with AoE attacks here. So it's only just beginning. Literally. Another guy here too. You're gonna need a lot more than like 20 guys here. Alright. We can't use this because it's level 30. That's good. Crap. My goodness. Put your weapon. Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man. I'd say we were winning. This is story losing. Behind you. Oh boy. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. My goodness. Well, this went well. This went well. The ambush was an ambush itself. My goodness. And now, we are here. I'm gonna go talk to the warriors. Hey, can I leave? Rejoice, heathens, for your worthless lives soon shall have meaning. That sounds good. Huh? Lizards claim they'll soon bring us before Ifrit for tempering. All of us are as good as dead. To enter the bowels of embers, let's have made sufficient progress in the quest Lord of the Inferno. That's what we're doing. So we're being brought in front of Ifrit. That's good news. Hey, look, it's probably everybody. What's this situation over here? Listen well. As Zara's feed into the marshes of Drybone. Short swim will see us to freedom. However, if all of us attempt to flee, we are likely to be discovered. You alone must sneak out and assemble a rescue party. Once you have one free, see out my comrade station at Drybone. He'll show you the way back here. Make the 12 speed your way. Leave the immediate area? Nah, I'm good. So these are all a bunch of other people that they kidnapping earlier. My goodness. Capture flame guys. Hey. Those men marched us to their stronghold, praying for something, and I for one do not want to be around when they finish. I don't think you have much of a choice in that. They're going to kill us, aren't they? Gods, I don't want to die. I want to go home. Yeah. Why though they didn't tie us up? I guess those guys are also kind of out. Anyways. Hey. I fear the Haloja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers, now accessible. Irregular duty. It's an add to duty finder and duty support. Oh, here's somebody. Just hanging out. Confront Ifrit in the Bowl of Embers. With part of NPCs. I mean, access that from here too. Duty support. Here's support for the Bowl of Embers. Bowl of Embers. Level 20. Yeah, I'll be fine. There you go. Thrown right into the dungeon here. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your Godhead. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. Bring those two as well. They captured him too? And the trainers guy? What's going on? This is what we agreed. What? Did you really think it was gonna work out? My goodness. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. The hell? Impossible! What sorcery do you resist my master's will? Magic crystal. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. I bet he's not gonna be happy about that. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Oh boy. Oh, question mark, question mark. Duty commenced. Speed after having enemies given duration, Echo will grant you enhanced strength. Okay. One more primaries are newest duty, mostly more completion objectives. We're all new. Scion damage. Alright, here we go. That still. Oh boy. Fiery. I'm just gonna try to keep our distance here. Do some damage. Succumb to the Inferno, he says. Fire factor over there. Not as perfectly noticeable as some of the others. Definitely visible though. Environmental cues and all that. The big fireball there. Check that. Okay. Fireball coming here. Ourselves to the fires of judgment. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, there's something happening here. Let's get rid of that. Infernal Nail. Whatever this is, I don't think we want it. My soul shall burn for eternity. Gosh, I'd rather they didn't. Oh my gosh. That's strong, mortal. Get some poison going again. Run away from that. Man, there's a lot of fires happening. Which, I mean, not entirely unexpected. Avery. Limit break. Yeah. Right there. Keeping our distance is a solid plan here. Get out of here. So much for their god. My goodness. Anyways. Hey, crystal to touch. Pray forgive my lateness. Hey, Thancred. How's it going? I was delayed by a congregation of Emalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. Phil, owe you an apology, Arctic. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism of fire, literally. Yeah, that was all right though. Well, let's continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. Soldier. And that way. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Narrow toll. Yeah. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I anticipated, even taking hold-on interference into account. Should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Never the pessimist, my dear Olivia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. Suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I'm troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps. That is a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, where a woman in love shall need to be on my best behavior. The problems have only just begun, clearly. Alright. Well, some 9 experience and 1500 gills in reward for swift first-time completion of duty objectives. And we got our spirit bond with our choker. extract the material from that. Sure. Let's get close. We're getting fairly close. Savage Might Material 1. Determination, +1. Amazing. Okay. So outside the cutscene, we walked away. Inside, we are still in a ring of fire. Objective fulfilled. So it wasn't really a whole dungeon or anything. It was just one very impressive boss. Lots of fire going on. And we're back here. There is the Flame Captain, all the people we rescued, and Thancred. The Immortal Flames are stationed here to keep an eye on the Hamiljan in the region. If you stand near, do not draw too near, lest a simple grave at the Lich await you. Yay. Thancred. Ah, there you are, Arctic. Come, rest a while. They have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Hamiljan will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use, to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there's still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Arctic. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Ophelia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. Trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax, and return to the waking sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. I have to report. Some dawn at the Waking Sands. And presumably continue on to the next thing they're going to give us. I might as well report it. So we haven't gotten our reward here yet. Grab the next thing. Deal with what we're going to do. Very good. Very good. These teleports right over here are very convenient. Alright. And down here. Outside this time. Okay. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Here we get Dawn Riskar is here. Strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, and mind. On bracelets. Let's have to look at that after we're done with the meeting here. My late arrival nearly cost Arctic his life. I wasn't there when the Hemolja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived. But that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... I'm here now. Arctic. Good to see you. It's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. Just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. Now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Hemolja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their Primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Oda. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa, Liminsa, and Granania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the Primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, Primals must consume Aether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more Aether they require. And Aether exists throughout creation, flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of Aether. Crystals. It's for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, we must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. Is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form? Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. The primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. I share your concern. My residing feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Arctic. You may be sure it won't last long. Once people learn the identity of the hero who fell at Ifrit, I fear you have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. So I report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. My goodness. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he's tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal, whom we cannot choose but worship. So we silence continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. Whether you will continue to stand with us, Arctic. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses of his people suffered. Till next time. Well, that's not ideal. My goodness. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? So would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Yeah. It's a whole mess. Okay. We got some new arm guards. Hey, hand slide. Earrings, necklace, bracelet. There it is. This has 1 strength, vitality, strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, mind. This one has intelligence, mind. Just a little bit more. Bracelets. There you go. Very good. Magic. Not something we care about. Okay. More stats now. I can work with that. Since we're here, we'll see what the next bit here is. Ophelia is wearing a wry smile. That has something to do with your newfound fame? Oh boy. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you raised the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Heplomo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the Primal Ifrit. You've achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Arctic. Or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Ah, Lady Ophelia, radiant as always. Flame Officer. Serpent Officer. Given to understand that the Scions of the 7th Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. And Storm Officer. Here on behalf of the Maelstrom. Grand Company of Lumsa Lumensa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Arctic, your recent exploits have garnered the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane on its own, for its own. This end, all 3 have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Arctic's deeds spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected. What are the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you, Master Zin. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. Imagine our pride when we learn that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that people hold you in high esteem, that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend. Together, let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure to finally meet you, Master Sin. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend. Together, let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It's only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Liminza to the shores of glory. There's a lot. There's a lot right now. Lady Amphilia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, yep, a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations powered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Liminza, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You're charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you'll be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. You are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty. Be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you're entitled to do so, and yet I can see that is no small choice you face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You'll of course recall that the 3 city-states plan to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I'm given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to make help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You're wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Arctic hear our leader speak, and return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. They all got their different salutes. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service. But I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it's not the only benefit. You're possessed of great power, Arctic, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. You know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on lookout for them. And however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you'll be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. Hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, this will be a field more often in the future. As such, we have you carry this Link Pro with you at all times. Allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Useful. Eorzea is changing, Arctic, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring. But so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Next time you made ready for your journey, before you depart, be sure to speak to Tatarim. She will appraise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Alright. These guys here. Decisions. Kinda. I'm sure we could still just do everything everywhere. Helping out. We will see. We will see. Don't touch me. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Arctic. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gudania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will the first of the 3 services, and Elder Caesar Khan-i-Sina will deliver her address at Mikoto's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gudania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Oda, where the Flame General Praban Outing will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, just make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Lumensa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merleb Lofuswin will be giving her address. When accessible via the Admiral's lift, notify yourself to the sentry, Xanthiel. He will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. We find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city estates in my prescribed order. With your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Alright. So we got stuff to deal with. I'm going to say first to Rudania. We do that. Whee! But I think we will wait on these meetings and stuff for a bit. Especially before we go and make a bunch of decisions here. Or one decision at least. I want to get a little bit more of a taste for all the places and stuff. And to accomplish that, we're going to work on other jobs and stuff. Probably a bit of, maybe not everything, that might be a bit excessive, but at least get started on some things. Mix it up a little bit. Next time. Goodbye.